Welcome back to March Tier List Madness, bonus round. We've been in that galaxy far, far away for a few weeks now, but it's time to step out beyond into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's right, the MCU has dominated the pop culture arena for over a decade, but today, these movies aren't competing for box office records, they're fighting for ranking supremacy.
Some will soar to S-tier glory, and others, let's just say some teams don't make it past the first round.
You know what we're talking about.
From post-Endgame blues to Infinity Saga legends, it's time to decide which MCU entries are championship material.
Tier listers, assemble! Let's tip off that tier list.
Wow, busted out the gauntlet and everything.
Struck a nerve. Stings, doesn't it?
Loki, this is madness.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Yavin Bit. Yep. You know, I'm just not feeling that for this one.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe we could change it up.
Huh?
It's a little bit more like it.
Tony's Workshop.
What a fitting location for an MCU tier list.
Yes.
The place where it all was forged.
And the gauntlet.
This isn't just here for show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just put it right here, because here today, we are ranking the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies and TV shows. It's going to be a wild ride, but hey, you know how things get out here beyond the Dune Sea.
A little saucy.
A little saucy.
A little wild.
Hot takes.
Yes.
A little heat from time to time.
Oh, yes.
And so if we feel like our opponent here is putting a take a little too hot for our own taste, then it's time to snap that out of existence. So we each get one, because, you know, we can each only handle the power of the Infinity Gauntlet once a piece.
I'm inevitable.
Look at that. Look at that. He's already waiting. He's going to get power hungry real quick. We can already tell. He's going to be like Secret Invasion, S tier, and you can't say a word about it. Am I right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Okay, this is kind of fun. We're out beyond the Dune Sea.
We are.
Little bonus. Huh?
And I'll be real, let's be honest. I don't know if we'll ever really talk about these movies. So this seems like
this is the opportunity, right?
Yes, this is the opportunity to talk about
the only
movies.
way we know how, with the board. Still Star Wars-ified, but hey, let's just pretend. Let's pretend there's an Iron Man mask on there or something. Arc reactor maybe in the middle. But yeah, hey, you know what? There's a lot in here. I say we jump right into this.
Gotcha.
So, if you're new here, we've never really explained these rules in these past few lists, but the way we like to do this, when we draw these randomly out of the mug, we'll each have our ranking and then we kind of meet in the middle. And the law of averages, as we like to say.
Yes.
First up, the Hawkeye TV show.
Oh, okay.
What a great one to start with.
Yes.
So this was in that kind of first batch of MCU TV shows on Disney Plus. I thought this was okay. I'm a big fan of Tony Dalton.
Yes.
He's great in this.
His character was awesome. The swordsman.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Fun.
And I like too that it makes you think that he's the bad guy the whole time. It turns out he's just a nice guy. This
was kind of a sleeper for me because Hawkeye, I'll be honest, is my least favorite of the OG 6.
Yes.
And so I'm like, okay, I feel like this is generous, but I'm going like bottom of B. Because it's all right.
I think that's fair because, you get Kingpin, you get Florence Pugh. Haley Steinfeld, she's great too.
Yeah, everybody's great.
And I think Jeremy Renner's great too. So yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not? Look at that.
Ooh. Guardians of the Galaxy. Volume 1.
James Gunn. All right.
James Gunn. I know.
Phase 2 movie.
Go back to that time with the trailer is a guy, a green girl, a raccoon, and a tree. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No.
We're going to do that. It starts in the middle. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I would put it, I'd put it in my top 5.
I like this movie a lot. The Guardians movies are all really fun. I think, wow, S is crazy.
Yeah. It's a great film. Well, again, they start in the middle.
I'd go A. This is like a top of A movie to me because I think it's unique. Yeah. I like the style. I love how the music is worked into the themes.
Yes.
It's not just licensed music being thrown at you.
Yeah.
It's got a meaning in the movie. I really like that. James Gunn is a great director and he does a great job here. All the characters are awesome. Great ensemble cast.
Yes.
But boy, S tier is maybe a little generous, but okay, we'll leave it for now.
How many of these are going to be S tier? Have you really thought about it?
We'll find out.
I was going to say.
I don't know.
I'll be real, guys. I'm at my most dangerous right now because I'm shooting from the hip. I've not thought that much about this. I am going from the heart. That's basically it.
All right. Well, hey, here's another kind of heavy hitter, Age of Ultron, the second Avengers movie. Man, I remember being hyped about this. Were you hyped?
I think we were all hyped about this.
Because we had the first Avengers movie. You had all these sequels to you had Winter Soldier, you had Thor: Dark World, you had Iron Man 3, and then man, what's going on here? This is crazy. I remember as a big Iron Man fan, I was like, where are we going with this character after 3?
Yeah,
they've been super hyped about this. That being said, it's okay.
That's really generous.
You don't like it?
That is super generous. So I think the movie's okay, but only pieces of it really work.
Yeah.
And I think it's hilarious that this movie's middle act is the same middle act as Ninja Turtles. They go to a farm and rediscover. Yes, they go to a farm after getting beat up and rediscover themselves. James Spader as Ultron, S tier casting.
It's great.
But still, this movie's a mess. It totally is.
But I think there's a lot of redeeming qualities. I love Vision. I love everything with Ultron.
That conversation at the end with Vision is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Where would you want it?
I mean, I just was going to say that, I don't know if I could go top of B. I would just
how about this? I think it's better than Hawkeye.
It is better than Hawkeye. Yes, it's better than Hawkeye.
Okay, as long as we can agree on it.
Yeah, it's better than Hawkeye.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Okay. Ooh, man, I saw this 4 times in the theater.
What is it, Seth?
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Oh, man. Dude, little fun fact about me. I love me some Mysterio. So, man, this is going to be a hot take, but I would put this at the bottom of A. I really like this movie.
Can I just say the MCU Spider-Man movies, every single poster is F tier.
Oh, I completely agree.
So bad.
What a terrible poster.
It's so bad.
What a terrible poster.
I don't understand why they're all bad.
Yeah.
I actually just rewatched all 3 of these a few days ago.
Okay. Wow.
I don't think this movie holds up, man. Because I watched the Raimi movies. I skipped Amazing Spider-Man, not really on purpose. I just was like, okay, I want to see what Tom Holland's up to. And so then I watched these. I don't think Far From Home holds up, especially, I know we're not talking about the Raimi movies here, but just there is such a stark contrast between the two. There are things I like. I like what's going on with Peter for the most.
Yeah, I was going to say, what about all the stuff with MJ?
I like Mysterio,
the Black Dahlia,
but
and Mysterio.
I don't like that we're not in New York.
Yeah,
I get that's the gimmick, but it's in 3 movies. The last one is kind of in New York for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it is in New York, but you don't get to see a lot of the web swinging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love the ending of this movie.
He's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. And he's out fighting a drone smoke monster in London.
It's cool. I think the
CGI is
hammer
a little much in this.
Okay.
I don't think it holds up in this movie. It looks real fake. Again, it's because I think I watched the Raimi movies first, where I think the CGI was used very sparingly.
CGI is different than... That's the whole thing too.
I know, but I mean, I can't help it. I think Mysterio is really fun. I don't like anything that's going on with Nick Fury and Maria Hill.
The Skrulls?
Yeah, that's lame to me.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't like I hate his black costume in this.
Night Monkey?
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
That's another thing with these MCU Spider-Man movies. They have to change his outfit so many times.
Yes. We got to average that out a little bit. We have to.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I was hot on this after the theater. I remember texting my buddies in my group chat, being like, guys, best Spider-Man movie yet.
Yeah.
I will say that dream sequence
is awesome. Yes.
And the CGI actually works in that because it's meant to look fake.
Yeah.
I like that. But there's a lot of like you said, this is a mess. I think this is a mess.
You think the movie's a mess?
A little bit.
Or you just think it's ugly? Because that's what you kind of keep telling me.
I think it's ugly. It's paced a little better than this, I'll admit.
Yeah.
For a Spider-Man movie, is it too much to ask for him to be in New York and he could fight Mysterio there? The iconography is a little over the place.
Well, the whole thing is it took 3 movies. Now he can do that.
And I get maybe that the fact that it's different is part of the appeal. I understand, but like I said, I rewatching it a couple days ago. I'm like, this just doesn't hit the way it did when I watched it the first time.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Moon Knight.
Oh.
Disney Plus show.
Yes.
Let me throw this out here. I think his costume, S tier.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really liked the series when I watched it, but I think it has an atrocious finale.
It does. A lot of the shows have terrible finales.
I thought they were really cooking
Yeah.
up until that point. Like, dude, that shot of Mr. Knight and Khonshu like moving the stars.
Mm-hmm.
I like even the concept of like, oh, we're going to cut away from the violence, but then they do it in the finale, and I'm like, okay, now is your time to cook here.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
Definitely.
So
the whole idea of them running around the afterlife was great too.
I want to give this B, but I feel like I got to give it C because it's ultimately just middle of the road.
I respect that.
Okay.
I respect that. Even though I feel like that, gosh, he was the bad guy. What was his name? It's okay. I can't remember.
Wow. Why can't I even remember the actor's name?
Yeah, Ethan Hawke. Yep,
Ethan
that's
Hawke,
what I was going to say. Great job.
He's great too.
Yes.
Everybody's knocking it out of the park as far as
Mhm.
performances go. I just think the writing did it a massive disservice in that finale.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I mean, it's not even, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's,
I respect this movie, like what it's doing. I'll admit that me personally,
yeah.
like I leave it in S tier. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
It just doesn't like, I like the crime thriller stuff, but
Oh,
there
yeah.
are other movies that I think do that better.
Yeah.
And I'd rather watch those movies.
Really?
Most
This
of the
movie's
time.
so fun. And
It's
the
great.
fight scenes too.
I'm not taking anything away from it. It's great. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like it's definitely a personal bias thing.
Okay.
Like when I watch, I like when these movies get ridiculous.
Yeah.
And this is probably
Too
the most
grounded.
It's a little too grounded.
See, and I like it when it's grounded. That's
Yeah.
just me though.
Yeah, I mean, it adds a nice variety. I'll
Yeah.
give it that. It's just we go from First Avenger, which is it's got the wild side,
Mm-hmm.
but then we go to this, and it's probably the most grounded out of all these films. It feels like it belonged in the Nolan verse, like how they
Almost.
did Batman.
Yeah.
So it's great. I mean, I can't take it away. It is a phenomenally written film, acted film.
Yeah.
So I can't argue with that.
The Winter Soldier's actually a threat. That's nice.
Yeah, it's cool
Yeah. Love it.
for like the only time.
Yes. Love it.
Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
As his debut here as Doctor Strange.
Yes.
I almost called him Dr. Hugo Strange, but
Oh.
wrong universe.
Yeah, don't do that. We don't want anybody mad at us.
Again, this is another one that
That's fair.
It's okay.
That's completely fair.
I'd rewatch it,
Yeah.
from time to time, but it's not at the top of my list.
Yeah.
I think that this is by the numbers,
It is.
and I think it's carried really by,
And it's getting him in the universe. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
and that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, it's mostly a forgettable movie.
Yeah.
I think the ending is creative with Dormammu.
Still another one of those that you don't really have a villain fight at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like it when they break that formula a little bit.
She-Hulk. Man. Guys, I just think that it is I just think it's all right. I don't even
Wow.
know. Like, because I like the Daredevil stuff. I love Daredevil. So that really kind of, I would put it here, but like, I like that Daredevil stuff. Oh no. So that's just going to put it kind of bottom of C. Oh man, F tier.
Here's my big issue with this show.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I watched it.
Yeah.
I wasn't really into I like the Deadpool kind of breaking the fourth wall stuff, but
Yeah.
here's what makes me mad. I don't like a trope where it's like, oh, the writing was bad because in universe, we're going to make a big meta joke that the writers were just
Mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that. That's not an excuse to write a bad show.
Yeah.
Like you wrote a bad show and then you put a convenient little thing in the finale to be like, oh, well, this was why it was bad. Look, she's going to the MCU offices. And like, that's why it's bad.
It's kind of creative though. Yeah.
I think the idea is creative, but it still doesn't excuse the fact that at the end of the day, it's badly written.
Yeah.
Like you can't just make it badly written, but be like, well, we got you.
Mhm.
We got, like, I still watched a bad written show. Like,
Yeah.
like you still wasted my time.
Mhm.
Maybe the Daredevil stuff is okay. I'll be honest. I know I'm that guy. I think she's really annoying in this role.
Yeah.
There are times I think she's really charming.
Yeah.
But here's okay. You're really going to get to see how I think. In Iron Man 1, Tony is like portrayed in a very critical light for the way he acts, like being a womanizer and all this stuff. And he has to go through a character arc to overcome that sort of, bachelor, arrogant,
Yeah.
a hot-headed person.
Mhm.
She does the same crap in this show, but she's celebrated for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where
I
she's
get
like,
you.
she's being, what's the womanizer equivalent?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like she's doing that. And I'm
Mhm.
like, why is she allowed to get away with that? But then Iron Man has to go through, or Tony Stark has to go through his character arc.
Yeah.
And he comes out better for it at the end. I think that's ultimately, there are two entries in the MCU really where I have this problem. This was one of them where I don't think that the character goes through a character arc by the end of it. Do you feel that way with this show?
I got you. No, I understand. I see where you're coming from.
That's where I'm at with it. All right, I almost cheated there. I almost tried to pick one.
No, don't do that.
Secret Invasion.
Get it down there. Yeah.
This is, dude.
Nope. It's painful. It's painful.
It's awful.
Kills characters for no apparent reason.
I'll put it here just so everybody can see them. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't finish this show.
No, it's not good.
It was so bad.
The whole thing that I hate about it is in the finale, we've got the Skrull Queen running around. She just beats everybody now because she's an amalgam of everyone. Yeah. So it's like, how can you have that out there?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, here comes Galactus. It's okay, Skrull Queen. We just got to convince her to come beat him up because she's everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. I hate stuff like that.
It's not good.
No, not at all.
Look at that. I got to feel like this is going to be our most diverse list ever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's this back. Okay, I got Black Widow. So I think shooting from the hip because I just think that it's really generic. I think also what hurts it is that it came after Endgame.
Yes.
This should have taken Captain Marvel's spot.
Yes.
Yes. And I would have liked it. But you know what? This is David Harbour as Alexi's in it. And it has Florence Pugh as, I can't remember. Elena. So I'm giving it that.
B tier?
I'm going to give it
low.
I'm going to give it low B.
No.
Dude, I like everybody around her. Okay, then what are you going to pick?
That's low C. Like
low C? Well, then I guess we're going there.
You're going to hear me say this a lot, like definition of mid.
Okay.
Part of me wants to give this D tier. Because I think the CGI is atrocious. I mean, everybody's
that ending's insane. Yes, is terrible looking.
Mostly it's just...
I hate the Taskmaster reveal as well.
That's horrible.
The head on the neck where it's like, well, wait, how's that work?
Yeah, the villain is awful.
Mm-hmm.
It's so forgettable. I even really like that actor too.
Yeah.
This exactly what you said. It should have come out in Captain Marvel's slot. Give her some backstory. But no, everything that could have been cool about this movie is ruined because of its placement and like when it was released.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have gone like here. It's better than She-Hulk, but here, fine. It could go middle.
Okay.
It's bad.
Wow, guys. Here I am being the nice guy. What you got?
Okay. Wakanda Forever.
Ooh.
This is kind of an interesting one for me because I think they what?
This is a competent film. I don't know if it's a good MCU movie though, because it doesn't really, it's just doing its own thing.
I think that's okay, personally.
Yeah.
I like that. I liked what they did with like addressing the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Because in general, don't get me wrong, he's fantastic in the role.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like, Black Panther is not only Chadwick Boseman, you know?
Yeah.
And so this isn't like a Rise of Skywalker situation where you can't recast Leia because Leia started with Carrie Fisher. She's not a comic book character, right? I think that they were between a rock and a hard place here, and I don't think they made a bad choice.
Mm-hmm.
I just would have liked to see what could have happened if they recast the character.
Yeah.
Because that character meant a lot to a lot of people, and I think that it could have continued to mean a lot to a lot of people. That being said, I do think that it's really interesting how they handle that in this movie.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of beautiful.
And Namor is cool.
I like Namor.
Yes. Namor.
Yeah.
Again, okay, it's fine. Well, we could call him by his Christian name. Akuku Khan.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I don't have a lot of really strong takes. I think this is a very artful movie, but it's also kind of forgettable, I think.
I get ticked off at the last fight.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, dude, you were right next to the water. Go get yourself wet and beat the tar out of her.
I will also have to say, and I'm going to talk about this again in the other movie, I don't get the hype for Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. So
he's better in the first one.
So that reveal here at the end, while it is kind of neat that the way they decided to do that, it doesn't do anything for me because I'm like, whatever, I guess. I know that's hot.
Yeah.
People might not like that, but that's just me. I go here. It's like middle B, I think.
Okay. Just as good as Spider-Man?
I think it's probably a little better. I like Spider-Man more just because I like Spider-Man more.
Okay.
But you're going there, huh?
Okay.
Here, we don't have a lot in here yet. Let's chill out and make it room. I know what
I
you're
was
doing.
just trying to do, so we don't fall into the traps that we've done in the past. That's the whole thing.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, man. Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay. I'll be the first to admit. this is not the best MCU movie, but gosh darn it, this is a lot of fun. I feel like Spider-Man is one of the few characters you could actually do this with.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm aware there's some bias here. Okay. I'm aware. I think it's A tier.
Wow. I thought you were going to go S.
No, I think I can see through my spidey senses are like that. Yeah.
I've not rewatched this since it came out in theaters.
Oh, have you heard about that rewatch thing? It's
and
true.
That's why I'm like,
It's
I
true.
can't do it.
And you know what else? Deadpool, Wolverine, similar.
Really?
Yes.
So if you guys don't know, like there's an effect with this movie where it's definitely a theater experience. It loses a lot of luster watching it at home.
Yeah.
Dude, the hype train around this movie, like with
Was
the leaks,
insane.
which I still stand by, those were intentional. Marvel did that.
Oh yeah.
Marvel leaked that stuff.
Yes. I remember talking about that with you, going like, dude, bro, is this fake?
Yeah,
is it
no,
real? Those
yeah.
pictures of Andrew and stuff like that? Yeah.
This movie was an event.
It was.
And it's cool that a single character like Spider-Man could drive that. And yeah, it's fan service in the best way possible. Because I remember talking to one of my friends about this when the leaks were coming out. He's like, dude, I can't wait to see like what they're going to do with Toby, what they're going to do with Andrew. And I'm like, you need to just accept they're not getting a character arc. They're just not. Like they're not going to do that in this movie. I didn't think they would, but then they did.
And you know
They
what?
each get a little arc.
They somehow accomplished that.
Peter Parker trying to rehabilitate his villains.
Oh yeah.
That's such a Peter Parker thing to
And
do.
Willem Dafoe is the Green Goblin.
Is amazing.
It's incredible.
Perfect casting.
It will just even that like we can't find anybody better. We just have to bring back the old villains.
And Alfred Molina.
He's good.
He's great.
He's no, in my opinion, he's no Willem Dafoe, but still.
No, I don't know. Willem Dafoe does bring a sauce there, but I think Alfred
insane.
Molina does as well. Have you seen the concept art for how he might have looked in the movie? It looks so comic accurate, and I so wish they would have done that.
Yes. But I mean, it worked though with the whole like the moment that they die and everything.
Yeah,
yes,
I know.
Dude, when he pops those claws.
Yeah. The only thing really that keeps
stuff.
this from S tier is the Sandman and the Lizard inclusion.
It sucks.
Lizard is fine.
Yeah.
Sandman, I hate because they couldn't get Thomas Hayden Church physically, so he had to be a sand monster the whole time.
Yep.
I think that does detract a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, A tier.
Yeah.
A tier's respectable.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at us.
Wow.
When's the arguing going to start?
I know.
Oh, might start here.
Uh-oh.
Dun 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 dun
Dun,
dun
dun, 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 dun.
dun. Ba, 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 da. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Dude, talk about an event.
It was.
Talk about a theater experience.
Yes.
This movie, at the time, I don't think I respected really what this movie did. The great MCU experiment, they pulled it off with this movie.
This movie's literally a victory lap for all the other movies.
And this movie came out the same year as Rise of Skywalker. Okay, the reason I bring that up is because I was so convinced that you couldn't mess up a movie like this. Because I'm like, everything's there, guys. You could do it. And so when I watched this, I was like, I had all the faith in Rise of Skywalkers. I'm like, they did it with the MCU. They're going to do it with Star Wars.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
It's my favorite one. I think this movie is incredible. And I think realistically, this is here. But you cannot deny the spectacle. And like, this is the trophy that sits on the shelf of the MCU because they're like, guys, we did it. And
oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's better than Guardians.
I don't think it's better than Guardians.
Okay.
I don't. Oh, top of A. That's me.
I think as a movie, it probably belongs top of A. But I mean, you cannot take away
it's awesome.
What this movie does.
It's
what
awesome.
It accomplishes.
It is really, really good. But Portals, that's the part. Everything else is fun.
The beginning's awesome. The beginning of this movie's great. I think it loses a little bit in the middle act. I will agree. Like when they're time traveling everywhere, because only some of that's fun. Some of it's kind of boring.
Exactly. You're just playing in all this, which is cool that they get the chance.
But dude, that finale, I think that the fact that they pulled it off, that it's satisfying and it works and all the characters get their moments, what a feat.
Yeah.
It's got to be an S. I agree with you that if it's just in a vacuum as a movie, it probably sits somewhere here. But it's kind of like this, where it's like you have to give it credit for
and
what
that's why that's an A.
That's what I'm saying. I think that this probably is an A otherwise, but then it gets bumped up. You're thinking about snapping?
That gauntlet's looking real good.
That'd be real thematic, wouldn't it?
It is, yeah, exactly.
How's this?
I guess we'll see where it
unlike our
shakes out.
troopers tier list, we could retroactively snap.
Gotcha.
On this list.
Well, we'll just see. Who knows? Crazy to me. Absolutely crazy.
I actually think that these are probably on par as movies, but
Yeah.
it's just you can't take away what this movie does.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
All right. Captain America: Brave New World.
I've not seen this, so this will be all you.
Yeah, I mean it's competent, but it's just fine. So I am fine with putting it down at the bottom of C.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
you think it's worse than Black Widow?
I think that we could do.
They're like on the same level.
Yeah, I think that we could do, especially with how this is shaking out right now. I think that we could do that
Okay.
because I think it's fine. It's not great though.
I got nothing to add to that. I've not seen this
Yeah.
one. That one.
It's fine.
It's hard to go to the theater with a kiddo.
I understand.
What do we got?
I don't
I don't know what we got. Oh, the first one, the Black Panther
Ooh.
one. This is going to be my hottest take out of all these, I think.
Uh-oh.
Let me explain. Top of C tier for Black Panther 1.
I mean, the third act's terrible. I'll give you that.
It is horrible.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, amazing as this character.
Yeah.
The music is astounding.
It
in this
is.
movie. The art direction is great.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, they made the mistake they made with She-Hulk. He doesn't get a character arc. And I don't understand because he's the best part about Civil War, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like he
gets
so
an arc
good.
there.
I know. And he's amazing in Civil War. But then in this movie, it's like they were afraid to give him a character arc. I don't know. He just kind of disappears for part of the movie and then comes back stronger, right?
Yeah.
And
Takes the heart-shaped herb.
I don't get the hype on this movie. I don't get it. I'll be honest. Like there are people that on lists out there put this as the best MCU movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy to me.
It is.
I think that this character deserved way better than what he got in this movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not real into Killmonger either. I think he's okay. He's not the worst MCU villain.
Killmonger's cooler in this movie.
He's cool. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
But I still think he's fine.
Yeah.
I just think the writing is not awesome in this movie. I think the cast is great. Like I said, the art direction's great. The music is awesome, but man, Black Panther deserved a better movie.
I got to go bottom of B.
You'd be in bottom of B with
Yes.
this one?
I
Fine.
could go like that.
Fine. I can accept that.
I have to.
All right. I can
Yeah.
accept it. I can accept it. I won't argue with you too hard on that.
Hey, Thor.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah. No thanks. Sorry. No thanks. It's somewhere in D.
Yeah.
I hate, like, I have no desire to watch this again.
No, I couldn't stand this movie.
Yeah.
What a bummer. I was really excited.
I
for
was
it.
super excited for it too because Gore, the God Butcher, great comic story.
And great casting for him.
Yes. But oh my gosh.
This was one of those times where it's like,
Well, no, they just let Taika do whatever he wanted.
this made me lose a lot of faith in him as a director.
Oh,
I love
mean-
Jojo Rabbit. I liked Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But boy,
What
he
we do in
dropped
the
the ball. The main thing with this is like Thor, all of his character progression gone
Yeah.
in this movie. He like destroys that temple in the beginning. It's played for a laugh.
Yeah.
Everything is played for a laugh in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just,
No thanks.
yeah, it was bad.
No
it had
thanks.
kind of a touching moment there at the end with Jane.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, the CG, I know it's been memed to death, but like the floating kid's head,
Terrible.
it's really bad.
And the fact that it was so bad they had to change it later.
And then his best outfit he has for like one scene,
Yeah.
like his best outfit in the whole MCU. He has it for one scene, and then he gets that horrible helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so gross looking.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Any kind of CGI helmet, I'm not really into.
Gosh, they need to stop that.
Yes. It only works for Iron Man.
And it only works. Well, speaking of, here we go. Iron Man 2. I love this movie so much as a kid. I remember going to watch it in the theater. Whiplash is so much fun.
It's not a great film though.
No,
Yeah.
it's not nearly as good. I'd still be like here with it. I'd rewatch this before I watch Age of Ultron.
That's generous.
There's a little bit of bias there, I'll admit. Iron Man is my favorite Avenger.
That's super generous of you.
I do think it's a
Because at
fun
the end
watch.
of the day, this is still an Avengers movie.
I really like the way the Iron Man suits looked in the early movies.
Oh no, they're great.
So that's really fun.
Mhm.
There's one. See, I got to say it. I hate War Machine. I can't stand like in these movies. In this one in particular. Here's why. I can't stand that he steals Tony's suit brings it to the government, and then there's nothing there. It's not like he kind of apologizes later, but not really.
Yeah.
That every time I watch this movie, that makes me so mad because I'm like, where do you get off, Rhodey, taking his stuff and bringing it to the government too?
Yeah.
Like that's a double whammy punch for me. It gets me my blood boiling when I watch this. I'm like, don't get me wrong, Tony needs some help, but needs some help from a friend there. He doesn't need you to steal his life's work and just hand it over to his worst enemy. And then there's not a moment at the end where he's like, hey, I was wrong, man.
Yeah.
And then Tony's just like, whatever, keep the suit.
Yeah.
I like him a lot in the later, like better in the later movies, War Machine.
Yeah.
But that makes every time I watch Iron Man 2, that
I can't believe you haven't even brought up the best part.
makes me so mad.
Yeah. Can't believe you haven't brought up the best part.
What?
Justin Hammer.
He's fun.
He's the best part.
Sam Rockwell.
He's so good.
Yeah. I hope he comes back.
Good. I hope so too.
Yeah. But
I need it.
Anyway, there you go.
Okay.
there's my piece, maybe my hot take.
Dang.
I like War Machine a lot in Endgame. I think he has him and Nebula have a really fun chemistry.
Mm-hmm. Captain America, the First Avenger. So, might be a hot take. I really like the first half of this movie. Like, I love all the stuff with Stanley Tucci and about teaching us why Captain America, what makes him special it's all here.
Yeah.
After he becomes Captain America, though, I just think it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I would want to put it like at the top of the B tier.
Okay. That's actually where I would have put it. I'm surprised. I'm hotter on this movie.
But I'm just being real with it. That like the
pacing's not great. The pacing's not great. It
Sure.
definitely feels like two movies.
Yep.
I do think that this might be my favorite Cap outfit.
Yeah.
I really
the
like
original.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the first half, but I think the second half's just okay.
Yeah. There's parts I like, but I agree with you.
And then the fact that Red Skull kind of defeats himself by grabbing the Tesseract.
Yeah.
And it's like clearly that was meant to be something
and that's
else.
A fun casting. And I love the practicality there. Again,
Yes.
It looks great.
He looked
Today,
awesome.
he'd be a CGI head.
He would be. He would be. In fact, he's a CGI just body.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
His whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, another terrible poster. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh.
Bum, 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 bum. Spider-Man Homecoming. Gosh, this poster's bad. What are you doing? Like, is this Sony? Is that who's
Maybe.
Because a lot of these posters are great.
Yeah.
But then, gosh, this is so atrocious. I like it.
Wow, you're gonna put it in A tier?
Yeah.
I figured you'd put it somewhere down here.
No, it's a way better movie than Far From Home, I think. I actually really like his interactions with Tony.
Vulture's great.
Vulture
that
is
scene
great.
in the car. Oh my gosh.
Great.
He's got the green on his face. Like it's so Green Goblin, but not. Yeah. Oh man, it's great.
What I think really separates these two movies is like this was the different Spider-Man movie. Okay, he's in an Avengers world, a world where all the Marvel characters exist.
Yeah.
And he gets to interact with those guys, right? He's in a larger world. That's really fun, but he still gets to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You get a lot of great scenes like that.
Mhm.
And I like that we get to go to Washington, D.C. That's a fun, like little,
romp.
different thing that we get to do.
Yeah.
But then they just take all of that and just dial it up to 11 here. And I'm like, okay, we had our fun with our not origin movie.
Yeah.
Great. But can now we get back to Spidey basics a little bit, like the stuff we like? And so I think this does all that stuff really well. I like just about everything about this movie, actually. There's not a lot that I don't like.
We got to put it like towards the back of A.
Okay.
They can't be bumped up against each other.
Okay.
I just can't.
All right. Let's go.
I'm trying. Agatha all along. I've only seen part of this.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. All right.
I'm just like with Secret Invasion, it burned me so bad. I just didn't care about a lot of the D+ shows.
I get you. But this is a Disney Plus show.
I hope you place it where it needs to go.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
It's up there in the S. Yeah.
Dude.
I like Guardians better, but it's in the S.
Oh, I'd put it above Guardians.
It's just me though.
Here. Compromise. Yeah. It's fantastic. Here.
Yeah. No, it's one of the best things they've made.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And you know why? Physical sets. They really pushed for the physical sets.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie Holt's score. Oh my gosh. Like
Good
what
stuff.
a perfect, like it just captures everything they're doing here. And who would have expected? I remember when all these shows got announced, I was really not looking forward to this. I'm like, what?
Me neither.
Loki,
And then
like,
you're
time
sucked in that
traveling?
first episode.
Oh,
Yep.
it's so good. And
Yep.
the character development, the
Mhm.
writing is tremendous in
And
this
it's
show.
crazy to keep thinking about this. Like, wait a minute. This is the Loki from phase 1.
I know.
He hasn't experienced all
That's
the
really
other
my only
things.
critique. I don't like in the first season that they have to kind of speed run his character arc
Yeah.
because they're like, okay, this isn't the same guy that we
Yeah.
knew from Endgame. Okay, let's get him back to that point.
But
really
season
quick.
2 is great.
Season 2 is amazing.
Yes.
Thor: The Dark World, a little more Loki action. I don't hate this movie as much as everybody else.
Oh, man. This
It-
movie's rough, Connor.
It's not great,
Yeah.
but everybody's like, this is the worst one, F
It's-
tier. No, I think there's still some fun to be had here. I like this style of Thor, where he was more like Shakespearean, and
Yeah.
this is how I talk, another, you know?
Yeah.
I like this version of Thor, and I'm sad, as much as I like Ragnarok, that this is no longer here.
hmm
I think him and Jane have a fun relationship. I think Malekith is extremely forgettable.
Yep.
And I kind of
It's
don't
crazy
like
that
what
they
they
get
do with
Christopher Eccleston to do that, man. Doctor Who, and then it's like,
yeah.
yeah.
And I don't like what they do with Odin really here. Loki's fine. I think it's better than these. Well, I don't know about that. I've not seen it, but I'd go here.
Oh, okay. Do you think Doctor Strange is better than it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This movie is really carried by that great casting.
Yeah.
You get more, you like Thor, you get more Thor. And like I said, it's kind of a bummer that we lose this personality after this movie.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's nearly as bad as people say. This is definitely the worst Thor movie.
I wish that Thor, Love and Thunder was called Thor 4 More Thor. Anyway, Thor Ragnarok.
There you go. Hey,
Yeah.
we're rounding it out.
This one's good. This one's real good. I'd put it at the bottom of A.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that.
I think it's all right. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's definitely better than your average MCU movie. I'm just not as hot on I think this just really burned me so much that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
almost retroactively made me like this one a little
Yeah.
less.
No, I got
I
you.
like this. I like the different direction they take the character.
Mhm.
One of the funniest jokes in the entire MCU is in this movie, in my opinion, at
Yeah.
the beginning, where he's like, Thor, son of Odin, Surtur, son of a all right. that is such a funny joke to me. Because it immediately shows you the tone of the movie going
Mhm.
forward. I think it's a really well-written joke. But yeah, it's good. Oh boy. Iron Man 1. I'd almost put this S tier, to be honest with you.
It is
But
S tier.
You would put it S tier?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is S tier. It's better than these. I would even search your feelings. You know it be true.
It's got to go here. It's got to go here. I mean, talk about it's how real this movie looks.
It's true.
I will
And
admit-
why does it hold up so well?
I know, right?
I mean, I know the technical reason, but still, it's crazy to me.
I will admit, I think the finale it's far from the best part about the movie.
Yeah,
Like the climax with
it's true. But
Cosmonaut
I mean,
Variety Hour has that funny like a giant Jeff Bridges character. Like
Yes.
there's a lot of those.
mhm.
But it is the first time they do it, so you
Yep.
got to give them credit there.
Big beam in the sky.
Maybe it's bias, but the movie's awesome.
It is awesome.
That's a movie I can revisit all the time because
Yep.
it doesn't carry the baggage of the MCU
mm-hmm.
yet, you know?
That one scene where he's sitting on the couch. He's
Yeah.
just watching the TV. They suits up for the first time. So good.
This movie is a big reason of why I pursued electrical engineering in college.
Oh, really?
Big reason.
You wanted to be Tony Stark, huh?
I made my own arc reactor as a kid. Yeah. It could charge cell phones.
There you go.
Probably made it a little too much my personality at the time. You know? So I'm not going to lie. It's a little cringe, but I'd wear my arc reactor from time to time underneath
Yeah.
the shirt so you could see it lighten up.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I dressed up like him for the movies.
I would do the Sharpie goatee on Halloween,
Mhm.
you know?
There you go.
All right, my friend, you're up. You're up. This is cool. This is fun. What a trip down memory lane.
I know.
think
And it's
everybody's,
kind
you
of
know,
crazy because, like, we don't talk about this kind of stuff.
No.
Like, at all, really. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So, I really like this movie. I really, really do. And so, but I cannot put it S tier. It's not as good as this one. But I want to put it in A tier.
I think it's better than the first one.
Really?
But
Okay.
I would swap these personally.
Okay. I just like that he wrote a story about a crappy dad. And I just think that that's crazy in this day and age.
This movie is one of those times like, if you remember when we talked about Curse of the Black Pearl, I said like it inspires me creatively.
Yeah.
When I watched this movie for the first time, the scene, I know it's going to sound silly, but where the egg kind of falls out of the sky,
Yeah.
and you get the slow-mo walk. I thought about that so much from a writing perspective because I'm like, what? Just from like surface level, this is a guy, trying to meet his crappy dad.
Yeah.
Like, how does James Gunn decide to show that? Look at this iconography and like the vision on display here.
Yeah.
Who thinks of this stuff? Like he's coming down on an egg. That's so. You think about like the character.
Yep.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
And you also have a lot of interplay here between like the tension between the Guardians members. I think the art direction for these movies are immaculate, and I think it's better here than it is here, even though it's great here. I think this movie, I don't like the Ronin as much as Ego.
Oh no, Ego's great. Ego's Kurt Russell,
and that's why I'm saying like I think that this movie's great, getting the team together, and it's a super fun movie. But I think this movie does everything that movie does a little bit better.
Then put it behind them. Put it in the bottom
The
S.
thing is, I don't think either of these movies are S tier. So
Okay.
I think they're tippy top at A tier. I'll have to think about it. Maybe that's my gauntlet later.
Okay. Okay.
For now, I'll leave it here.
Okay.
Because I don't know that it's S tier, but I do like it better than this.
My whole thing is he just basically took the song Brandy and made a movie about it.
Yeah,
I think it's incredible. Love that song.
Like I said, I love what James Gunn does with his vision. I think he is a visionary director.
Superman's gonna be wild.
Well, here we go. I didn't do it on purpose. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh my gosh. Dude, what a journey.
This is a tough one for me to rank because I think it's just as good as the other two as a film.
It's not fun though.
But I'll probably never rewatch it.
I know. It's not fun.
I think that James Gunn's like grotesque style gets way too hard here.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, the writing is great. I just don't like that like body horror.
Yeah.
Like
I'm right there with you, man. Put it at the bottom of A.
I'd put it below these two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, okay. I'd actually do this.
Something like that.
I think it's a little, no, it's not. It's not better than that.
Do something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I think it's great. I like the arcs.
I'm right there with you. I think it's awesome, but it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, same. And I feel the same about Suicide Squad, actually. James Gunn Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it gets too crazy with the Starro stuff on the face.
It just the violence is too much. And I don't mean that as like, I don't mind violence in movies per se. It's just like, I don't know. I think it's too much in these movies.
Yeah.
I do think this has the actual best joke in the entire MCU. It's the first F-bomb there at the end.
Really?
I think that's so funny.
Okay.
Like that got me so much in the theater.
Okay.
Like, open the effing door.
Yeah. No, I got you.
It's a really funny joke to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't laugh out loud a lot in movies in general. That one got me.
Okay.
I thought that was so funny.
First
Avengers movie.
I
don't know that you might not need to.
I don't know. To me, this is the best one that's been made.
It goes top ass, huh?
Yep. In my opinion, it's the best one that's ever been made.
The reason why you pulled up the gauntlet is because you know what I'm going to say, huh?
I don't know. I'm curious of what you will say.
At the time, there was nothing like this movie.
No.
Nothing.
I still don't think that the others have trouble touching. Like,
as far
this
as
one's
like,
special.
Oh my gosh, what this movie did.
Yep.
Was amazing. This movie, when it came out on DVD, and my mama bought it for me, and I had it on loop in my room.
Yeah.
Literally on loop. I still have the same DVD. It's a miracle it's not worn out.
Yeah.
I could quote this entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
What holds me back a tiny bit from it, and I don't know that I can take it away from the movie. We've talked about this many times. I don't like Joss Whedon that much as a writer. I don't mean as a person. He sucks as a person too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like as a writer, I think this movie looks like a made-for-TV movie when you actually watch it. Like there's something about the frame rate and like I don't know. I can't tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you know, when you go to your grandma's house and she's got smooth motion on.
Yeah. It's because you now have like the spectacle.
No. It has nothing to do with that.
It's so much smaller.
No. It's not that. It's the way that it's shot.
Yeah.
It's the way that it's shot. And like you even look at Justice League, it's shot in the same way. It's got this like, I don't know. I can't describe it to you. It's like, it just has a look.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, what a bummer that guy had to make this movie. On the other hand.
I love this movie.
On the other hand.
I love this movie.
This movie is awesome. And it does something that like will probably never capture again.
Yeah.
In cinema. It's just, this showed that the MCU experiment can work.
Yeah.
And it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
it's S tier.
It is.
And it's where it's at.
Yeah.
I agree. I've had a long journey with this movie over my life. Like I went through a period where this was the coolest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
And then as I became, pinky up, film critic, I went through that like, man, this is written so weird.
Siskel and Ebert over here.
But I've come full circle with it. It is awesome. I can't deny what this movie does.
Yeah.
I do have personal bias against Joss Whedon.
I like Buffy. It reminds me of Buffy.
I could go on an entire video essay about the Snyder Cut versus Justice League and how much I hate what he did with that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like on a spiritual level, I can't stand it, and everything else with his writing style. But I'll be darned if it doesn't work there. It does. It does.
I just drew the Avengers.
Oh,
you're up.
Yeah, that Spider-Man TV show. Did you watch this?
Only a little bit.
I didn't watch it. I heard it's okay. I hate the animation style.
I gotcha.
I heard it wasn't bad though.
Yeah, I've heard good things too. But I haven't watched enough of it.
It's not an F tier. It's Justin didn't watch.
Yeah.
No, I'm drawing another one.
Okay. I see how it is.
Didn't count.
Doubling up.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
Man, what a bummer. Sam Raimi comes back to superhero movies.
Hey, what a bummer. Scarlet Witch becomes a bad guy off screen.
It's just not very good.
I
don't really have a lot to say.
Dr. Octopus herself. She kills herself.
It wasn't fun.
Yep. Nope.
I didn't have a good time with that movie.
No thanks. Sorry. No thanks. Werewolf by Night. This is creative.
Didn't see this.
This
all you.
Is creative. I think this is one of the better things that they've made in a while.
Really?
Yep. That being said, I don't know if I think it's better than this stuff, though. That's the whole thing. So I guess I have to put it here.
Top of C?
Yep.
Okay.
Because, again, as I just said, I don't think it's better than a lot of this stuff, just with how the board's shaken out. I think it's good stuff.
No way. It's way better. I'm just kidding. I'm going to waste it on
Crazy. Werewolf by Night.
Captain Marvel.
First one.
I have a little bit more fun with this, but not much. Here's the deal. I know it's like, wow, another dude on the internet who hates the Captain Marvel. I'm not going to say anything new here. She is so unlikable in this movie, man. I like Brie Larson in general. Like, I think that she's a great actress. I don't know if it's the material, if it's the way she was directed. I don't know, but she is so unlikable in this movie. Talk about a forgettable, like just by the numbers script. I forgot Jude Law was in the MCU.
Yeah, I had to remind you of that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
More than anything, though, what this movie does that irritates me, it came out right before Infinity War.
I know.
Or no, after Infinity War.
Yes.
Between Infinity War and Endgame. And they like shoehorn her in like, no, guys, she was here the whole time. You just didn't know. She was off screen. I hate that kind of stuff, man. This should have been the Black Widow movie. You should have done this afterward and then introduced her as like the new character. Yeah. I hate how Nick Fury is all like, no, this is why I named the Avengers. Don't invoke her name in Far From Home. I'm like, what do you mean, man? And she changes the power scaling of everything. It's like, why can't she just step in and beat Thanos?
It's true.
Like, what? Why? And like, even when you get to Endgame, she kind of takes away from this movie a little bit because you're like, you could just jump in there and rip the gauntlet off of him. And then she tries and it's like, why can't she?
Yeah.
You just said, she's the best.
Yeah.
I really didn't like that movie. I tried to give it a chance. I watched it in theaters and I was like, no, sorry, this isn't for me.
I don't have much more to say about it. I like the sequel more.
Do you? We'll pull that one out because I haven't seen the sequel.
No. Marvels. I think that it's right here.
Really? I heard that like that villain sucks. She's horrible.
Yeah, but I love Kamala Khan. She's so much fun.
I do too. We'll talk about her.
She's so much fun. Yes. So
what's the actress's name?
I actually don't know.
Forgive me. I don't remember. She's awesome. I do really like her.
She's great. And I love that she's on the phone with Feige like once a week talking about how's this going to work. Yeah.
And I like Photon. Brie
Monica Rambeau.
Is she better at least? Is Brie Larson better in this movie?
Yes.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is a tough one because like this movie suffered from real world consequences.
But yes.
Sorry, this show. If you guys didn't know, this movie was about like a plague and then COVID hit and they were like, well, maybe we should change that a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think the villains really suffer in this movie. I actually really like both Sam and Bucky's character development in this show.
You know what I hate is the very end. It says Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I wish that he would have changed his name. that it would have been like Captain America and Sergeant Barnes or something like
really?
that. Or yes, because it's like
He does get kind of left out of the big
yes, he
moment at
does
the
get
end.
left out of it, and it's
And I'll be
annoying.
honest, I love his outfit in this movie. I like it a lot more than his outfit here.
Oh, Sam's?
Yeah, I think it's really it's slick.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's extremely forgettable. John Walker's good in this movie.
Yeah. Well, don't forget about Zemo. He's great too.
Completely forgot he was in it.
Doing his little dance.
It's again, this is tough because it's not really the show's fault. But
Yeah.
I'd put it on par with Dark World.
Okay.
It's kind of right there. I think this could have been really good if not for real world issues.
Well, I mean, a lot of these get affected by, the pandemic and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. This is another one. We were just talking about that. This was shot almost entirely on the volume because it had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie's rough. I'm trying to think because my heart's telling me to put it here, but I really like Kang.
Yeah.
I'm
Kang's fun in
separating
it.
real world problems and everything like that. Yeah, but Kang's awesome.
Yeah, you need some help. I'd personally put it right here. I think it's a
Yeah.
little more fun than this,
Okay.
but it's still not great at all.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. Just feel bad that we're putting all the recent stuff there. But
I mean,
it
that's
is what it
kind
is.
of that'd be
Yeah.
how it is, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I gotcha.
The Punisher Netflix show. So I only have 2 of the Netflix shows in here because it's like, are they canon? Are they not?
Soft canon.
Because of what's going on with Daredevil right now. This is a dark show.
This is all you. I have no idea.
You not seen it?
Never watched it.
So
I'll tell you what, he was too intense for me in Daredevil season 2.
I was that kid. I wore the trench coat. I dyed my hair black. I wore the Punisher symbol. I was like, this is me.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
who I am.
literally me for real. No cap.
Yeah.
And, I actually thought this was a really good show, but it's really dark.
Yeah.
And it gets intense. But I think it's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah.
So maybe this is off base. Maybe I'm rose tinted glasses this.
You like
That-
it more than you like Iron Man 2?
No, but you put that down there. I would rewatch this
Yeah.
sooner. I would rewatch this sooner. I would rewatch this sooner.
So scoot
But-
it back. Or
But I think this is a better made story. And dude, that where Jigsaw becomes Jigsaw,
Yeah.
holy crap! What a visual.
that's like him on glass, right?
Yeah.
Is that what happens? Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. It's somewhere right here. I'll put it right there just because I don't remember. Like there are some things I'm not remembering about it because I watched it when it came out and I never watched it again.
Gotcha. Well, there's
Since-
something to that then.
Yeah, I mean it's intense. But it's kind of like Guardians 3.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. It's just
Yeah.
my heart can only take so much.
The Eternals. Man. I like this movie. I'm that guy. I think this is a really pretty movie. And
It
I
is
think that
pretty.
it juggles a lot. It just, man, I get why people don't like it. But I really don't hate this movie. I really don't. I would put it at the bottom of B.
As
That's
long as we can put it on the other side of Iron Man.
Yeah, that's fine. I would put it down at the bottom of B. And then also, hey, Marvel, I know you're never going to watch this. Please put the Black Knight in something. Please.
Yeah.
Put him with Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Something. Gosh.
I know Kevin Feige watches our videos, so
Yes.
he's going to see that.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, hey. Incredible Hulk, 2008.
I like half that movie.
Mid. I do think the Hulk looks awesome in that movie.
He does. Infinity War. The MCU's Empire Strikes Back.
Man.
Yeah.
I
What?
think it's better. I think it's the best.
I think it's second best.
I think Infinity War is the best movie they produced.
I think it's second best.
Because not everything I said about Endgame applies here as well.
Yeah.
Like it worked. Somehow they made everybody have an arc.
It's so
Everybody
good.
has a character.
But
And then,
this is better than that. That's the whole thing.
it
Like,
is.
It's
That's
a
what-
better movie.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
this is everything that I said about this, plus it's an awesome movie top to bottom.
Yeah.
And dude, that ending, I send you the meme every time I'm done with an episode.
Yeah.
Like the Thanos sitting
Just
there.
sitting.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know?
It's finished.
Can we at least,
Sure.
they're at least on the same level.
Sure.
At
I'll
least.
give you that. Put them up near S. Get them up closer to S.
All right.
Because you know they're not.
That's I think the best movie that the MCU has produced.
Gotcha. In
Top
my
to
opinion,
bottom.
it's the second best. So there you go.
I mean, I don't think that's wrong. I think that there's a great argument to be made because the spectacle, I mean, that did it too.
Yeah.
You know, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Man, this is another one. I love this up until the third act. If this would have just stayed a fight with his dad, I would have loved it.
I'll be honest with you. I love this whole movie. I even love the third act. I really enjoy what's going on there.
Yeah?
I think it's a super fun movie.
You like it more than Spider-Man?
I really like Simu Liu in this movie.
Yeah.
I think he's fantastic. What are we doing, Marvel? Can we come back to this, please?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to see.
Gotcha. His dad was awesome. His dad,
Dude,
guys,
Winwoo.
I want to see that guy play the Shredder in a Ninja Turtles movie.
Ooh.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Now that I put that visual in your head.
So you keep it there.
Anyway, I like Spider-Man more than it. And I like,
Here, we'll flip these in.
I would put it.
I know people are going to be like, what?
Yeah, I
But-
know. I was going to say, I think I like that better too. But
I think I like this better. I'll be honest.
okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and just split hairs over it because,
Here, we can do this.
okay.
I'm not going to be upset about that.
What about this? This is a better movie though.
Yeah, but I have more fun with Shang-Chi.
Okay.
Sometimes, the fun factor.
I get you. Connor, sometimes you have to ponder the question, what if?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you watch this?
Yeah.
I think these are so fun.
They're fun.
Yeah,
I think the first season's the best.
I agree. But there is some bangers in season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I put this in A tier.
I really like the animation.
Yeah.
I do think there are fun stories here.
Fine.
That's kind of how I'm
I
feeling.
could tell. I'm bothering you by doing that. And
that's more where I'm at with
I'll
it.
be gracious.
Yeah. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I really like Captain Carter.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite characters from this kind of post Endgame phase.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like season 1. I think they did a great job with season 1.
Yeah.
There are none of the episodes in the next 2 seasons that I find super memorable, in my opinion.
Dude, Alexis and the Winter Soldier on a cross-country trip together?
It's okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Storm wielding Mjolnir? Okay.
That's just me. That's all. That's all.
It's fine.
Daredevil. This is Not Born Again, the Netflix show. I didn't watch season 3. Did you watch season 3?
Yes. And it is incredible.
Is it? Okay.
Incredible.
I did really like the first 2 seasons.
Hit him with that S!
S tier?
Oh. Yeah. It can go at the bottom.
Wow. Busted out the gauntlet and
I
everything.
had to. Yeah.
Okay.
If you were. Because you were going to put it down here, weren't you?
No,
you put it
it's
in
going to be here.
Gotcha. Nah. Watch season 3 and come back and watch this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll admit, I haven't watched that, but I did love the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things like I didn't get around to ever watching the 3rd season.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's good stuff. Ant-Man the Wasp. This movie's offensive.
It's offensive.
This movie's offensive.
Why?
I think it's just the whole how small it is. No pun intended. But I mean, just that like a mob boss is trying to steal a building and they're just playing hot potato with it. And I don't think Ghost is very compelling as a
No.
villain. Goliath's not that compelling either. With the first Ant-Man, I have a lot of fun with like the shrinking and stuff like that. And none of this besides like Wasp's introduction.
Yeah.
That was the one time. So
I'm
Mid.
I'm top of A, but like just because.
did you say top of A?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's a better. No, I'm just.
Okay, I
playing.
was going to say it's mid.
Dude, this is generous.
It's mid.
I think I actually like Quantumania a little more.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then we can do that then.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And also, this is another one. Well, this is what's gearing us up for what was it, Infinity War?
Yes.
Or no.
Endgame.
Endgame.
Because they get snapped at the end.
like,
and that's
wow.
it.
This is what was
Yeah.
paving the road.
Yeah.
The first Thor.
I think this movie's fun.
It's great, dude. I love this movie.
Yeah.
Loki, Thor. I like it. Again, the Shakespearean.
Yes.
Another.
What about do the Dutch angles bother you?
No, I know a lot of people.
It's wild.
It's Kenneth Branagh, right?
I know. Yeah. He's
Gilderoy Lockhart
Yes.
directed this movie.
pretty obvious what you were going to do, Professor Snape.
The Dutch angles only get to me if I'm paying attention. like
Okay.
watching them.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yes. In fact, it's basically the only time they're on Earth.
Yeah.
To make you feel awkward because you're supposed to be on Asgard. That's all I'm saying. The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
It's fine.
It is. It's not A.
It's hard to judge, really, because
I know.
It's like not.
You got Kevin Bacon though.
I just knew that if we didn't say it, you'd have somebody in the comments be like, "You listen here, guys."
You can go down here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a B tier.
Yeah. Okay.
It's got Kevin Bacon.
Do we have any more bangers in here?
Oh, there's some bangers.
Is there?
There's some bangers.
Is this one of them? Deadpool and Wolverine.
I don't know. Do you like that movie? I think it's an accomplishment. It's like this movie.
This is going
But
to be...
I don't think it's A tier.
This is going to be maybe my hottest take in this.
Uh-oh.
I'm not a big fan of the X-Men. X-Men 97 has warmed me up to the concept of the characters. It's just because I'm not a big fan of the Fox movies. I'll just be
Gotcha.
honest. They never did anything for me.
Yeah, I got you.
So a lot of like the sauce that this movie is trying to put on you, it just doesn't do it for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do think this movie has something interesting to say. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
the Deadpool gets brought in like they want you, but no one else. It's like, that's so meta to this, right?
Yep.
Like Marvel just wants you, Deadpool. He doesn't care about the other Fox movies. That's what we want. We want to bring you in. We can leave everybody else on the cutting room floor. And Deadpool, very fourth wall, he's like, no, those other movies matter. Okay.
Yeah.
And like, even though I don't personally like them, I know those meant a lot to a lot of people.
They do.
And so I think that that's kind of fun that Deadpool uses his fourth wall breaking ability,
His power, for lack of a better term.
To really call attention to that. And I love that you get a lot of these characters. All the cameos, very much like this. It's crazy they did it twice.
Yeah.
They actually mean something here. The only thing holding this movie back, I think they let Ryan Reynolds a little too much in this movie. Sometimes the jokes just get so grating. And I'm like, can we dial it back a little bit?
The car, everything that they're in the car, though, the minivan.
That's great.
It is. It's really, really,
like
really
I said,
good.
I like the script for the most part.
Yeah.
I think the CG gets a little lame at times. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, they're just in a wasteland for most of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I'm like, okay, I've had like, you can only take so much Ryan Reynolds humor.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie jacks it up to like 10. We don't have the other two in here because they're like,
yeah.
At that point, you have to put all the Fox movies in here. It's like,
Yep.
okay.
Higher than I would have put it, but okay. I would have put it in B. So I would have put it somewhere here.
Yeah. Somewhere right there.
Yeah.
Not committing to anywhere in particular, but somewhere. I do really like that costume though for Wolverine.
When he pulls the hood up for the first time.
Sick.
It is sick. I like that Madonna song even too.
Yeah.
Them killing people to that.
Do you know that was real special that they got that?
Really?
Because like she doesn't let people use her music, and so they had to like actually go. Sean Levy directed it, right?
Yeah.
They went to see Madonna, and she had one note for the scene, and they did it. And they never revealed what that note is, but they changed something based on her request.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like this. Probably is even a hotter take. I like the second one better. I think
you know what? I think I do too.
I like the message better, and I like the Celine Dion song better. WandaVision. This was crazy. But I hate like the final episode.
Dude, it's so great. It's like Moon Knight.
Yeah.
It's awesome up until that final episode.
I know. I would put it mid B.
I still would put it mid B.
Yeah.
I think it's really creative.
Yes, I think it's great. It just sucks that like it kind of falls apart at the end.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any bangers left in here.
There's one that I like a lot.
Is it Echo?
No. Echo's fine. Echo, you get Daredevil.
I just hate that they shadow dropped this. Like they
know.
didn't even
they didn't even do any episodes or anything like that.
They felt nothing for that. And it's like,
know.
You can
Drives
tell.
me nuts. Ant-Man.
Really?
Yep.
Is that the banger?
I think it's a banger.
Is that what you were talking about?
Dude, fight scene on a train set. This movie's so creative. This movie is so creative.
I think this is where the MCU formula really became formulaic.
But what I really like though too is this movie's right after this movie. And I know that I was knocking this one for doing that. But like, what a nice little palate cleanser. It's a shame. It's a shame. I can't do much about it because I snapped already.
It's just fine. It's good. I enjoy it the most out of all of those. But like when I think the most generic MCU movie, like not in good ways and bad ways, is this.
Have you seen their preview where it's just the two of them? They're just going like this.
Yes.
Ant-Man. I mean, that's so good. Ah, man, dude. I can't believe you. Really? You won't even.
I think it's fine. That's all.
You're insane.
Oh, we do have a couple more bangers in here.
Yeah, you're insane.
Captain America Civil War.
It's real good. It's real good.
It's really good. I love the thing that I don't count it against the movie, but the one thing that bothers me, which I think it's supposed to bother you, I don't know. I think Iron Man's in the right at the end. Not in the beginning.
It is a little rough that like at the end you can totally see his side.
And I hate that Cap
and I think it's supposed to do that they flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just hate that Cappy and Buck gang up on him.
Yes.
And the movie tries to make you root for Cap. And I'm like, I don't. I think you guys are kind of wrong right now. Like, he has every right to be upset about this.
It definitely has the most brutal losing a hand. Because did you know that all the Phase 2 movies, like Luke Skywalker loses his hand, someone loses a hand.
I guess I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Bucky getting his arm blown off by the chest blast is insane.
It's really good.
Yes.
I really like this movie. The airport fight is a little underwhelming.
The what?
Airport fight.
Underwhelming? Spider-Man showing up? I think
Spider-Man's awesome.
I was going to say.
Spider-Man's awesome.
And then
movie.
the whole, oh my god.
So is Black Panther. I just mean that there's no real stakes here, which I get. I get it. I know. And so that's why I'm not really taking away from the movie. I think that one of the most brilliant things this movie did is in the beginning, you get all these title cards.
Yeah.
Right. And I love the payoff for that when you get Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
Or Queens. Sorry.
Yes.
When you get Queens.
Yeah.
Like,
left hand free. It's
that's
so
awesome,
good.
man.
Yes.
Like, because you know immediately where you're going.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that Spider-Man fights the best in that movie.
I agree.
Like, that is the best Spider-Man action we've maybe ever seen.
The biggest thing I'll knock from this movie is that they CGI'd over that suit.
I know.
I think that suit
Stupid.
looked awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good flick.
Great flick. Miss Marvel, I like this show. I think it's fun. I think it starts extremely strong. I think it finishes really strong.
I think that she's great.
Yep. Thing like
yeah,
that.
I'm with you there. I'm 100%. This was a better show than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Because the main thing I don't like about it is I don't get why she's that into Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Come on. One left.
This is it.
This is it. This is the last one, guys.
Yeah.
Hope you guys have had a good time. Let us know your rankings in the comments down below. Last one, Iron Man 3. Boy, I hated this movie when it came out. Hated it. Made me so upset.
Really?
I'm like, they really took away from my character here. Now he's not Iron Man anymore. What's going on? This movie has aged like fine wine.
I like it.
I love his own. This was maybe my second favorite armor. The Mark 43, the
42.
one, the gold one.
42. Yeah.
Beautiful. I love the character arc that Tony goes on, how he has to just be Tony and show that he's not just the suit. Really adds a lot of weight to what goes on in this movie.
It's true.
If you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it.
Yep.
He's not nothing without his suit.
Exactly. I really don't like that he loses an arc reactor. That's the only like beat.
That's mine. That's mine too. It's somewhere right here for me.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit better than Civil War, just because I
think it's better than Civil War?
I think it just
man.
It hits a little harder.
I'd put it here. I take that back. I put it here. That's where I'd put it.
I'll split the difference with you. Fine.
Okay.
I never used my veto.
You didn't.
I thought we were gonna hammer it out a little more. Hold on,
No.
let's see. Let me look. Is there any on here? Maybe I should just move this to F just to make you mad. Here, just because I haven't used it, I got it. You ready? I am inevitable. Personally.
Okay. And if I had another snap, I would move this up.
Ant-Man?
Yeah.
You'd waste your snap on
if
Ant-Man.
I had it. Yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't even watch season 3 of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. This is a good list.
Yeah, it is.
It's a pretty good list.
I'm pretty happy with it overall.
This is our most spread out our list has ever been.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, S tier being Avengers, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Endgame, Iron Man, Guardians, Loki, Daredevil. I'm just happy Loki ended up here.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure you were gonna. I knew you liked the show,
It's
but
a
I
great
didn't know
film.
if you were so.
Or a great show.
I got nothing else to. This is why we can't do episodes about this because I'm like, yep,
That's about it.
Just for fun, because we didn't argue. I know you wanted me to put the Raimi movies on here, Raimi Spider-Mans.
Oh my gosh.
First, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 1
Spider-Man 1
is S to me.
That'd be here for me.
Okay.
Gosh, that movie's charming. It's so charming.
It is.
Spider-Man 2.
I'd put it top of A.
That one goes S for me.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Here we go. Spider-Man 3.
What a beautiful mess. And I love it. I think it's bottom of A.
I do too. I do too.
It's a beautiful mess.
I love Spider-Man 3.
I like it
to
too.
be honest with you, it's the one I like to rewatch the most. I know that it's not the best.
It's fun. It's like Revenge of the Sith. It reminds me a lot of Revenge of the Sith, where there's a lot of action and it's a lot of it's fun.
Spider-Man 3 is a guilty pleasure. Revenge of the Sith is a masterpiece.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It is great.
Struck a nerve. Stings, doesn't it?
Goodness. All right. What a list. What a
Wow.
list. Fun little bonus episode.
Yes.
Here.
Right at the end.
Right at the end on our
Yeah.
March Madness bonus week.
Yes.
And what a time it has been. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our journey beyond the Dune Sea into something not Star Wars-y. Because we don't really get to do this that often. So it's kind of fun.
No, not really. I mean, we don't get to ever venture out and see what's going on out there.
Yeah. So let us know your list in the comments down below. And now that we've officially come to the close of March Tier List Madness, I know we've got a couple other floating videos out there because you guys crushed it on our Power Battles stream by hitting all of our goals for the Alzheimer's Association. So we promised a couple more lists.
Hey, thank you guys.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Like,
you guys rock.
One of the wildest moments of my life that we could, that we were able to raise that much money, like for a good cause.
Yeah,
It's
more
incredible.
than doubled our goal. That was really cool. You guys are awesome for that. So we will make good on our promise. These take a bit in the oven to cook. So be on the lookout the next few weeks. Those will be out.
They're the true Avengers.
Yeah, the homies at home. They're the true Avengers. So be on the lookout for that the next few weeks. And next week, we're going back to typical BDTS style before we jump into Celebration, before we jump into Andor. And you guys know there's more lists to come always because we can't stay away from the board. And let's face it, the board can't stay away from us.
Hey. The board's going to be there next week.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. There we go. Hey.
Yeah.
So if you want more board, there you go. And it's not a list, right?
It's not a traditional list.
Yeah, something fun.
But yes, just something, just messing around.
So be on the lookout for that. We're going back, of course, to our home in the galaxy far, far away. Otherwise, Seth, what are you doing? What are you doing?